Jane has volunteered sporadically at a food bank for the past 5 years. She enjoys TV, music, working on basic math, and has a goal to learn to read. She does not identify any friends except her mother and her female cousin. For the past several years, Jane has lived in her family's home in a self-contained apartment. She states that she lives by herself. She has regular contact with her father, who is 78, and her mother, who is 70. Her parents describe the living situation as difficult.
We are fed up supporting you.
Her mother recently called the police due to an altercation that occurred when her father tried to stop Jane from leaving the house naked. Jane threatened her father with a knife and physically assaulted him. Jane was arrested and charged with assault with a deadly weapon. She was apprehended under the Mental Health Act and taken to hospital, where she remained for 10 days. Jane was then released to the care of her mother. When she was 15, Jane was found naked with a boy at school. Her parents were frustrated and angry at the response from school officials after this incident. Her mother removed Jane from school to ensure that she was safe. Her parents were then concerned about Jane's behavior in the community. Over the years, the family has been involved with several service providers. Previous referrals were initiated by Jane's workers to seek assistance for her behaviors that at times have been extremely difficult to manage. Her mother has stated that the support from service providers was a waste of time and feels they were unsympathetic to her struggles. She was upset that past teachers and other professionals called Jane retarded or blamed the parents for her problems, as she describes her daughter as being different, but not retarded or slow. As a consequence of their negative experiences with support in the past, Jane's parents decided to support her on their own. Jane has not been involved in any program since her parents removed her from school many years ago. When not upset, Jane can effectively communicate her wants and needs. However, it appears that in daily family life, she is controlling of the world around her. She screams for what she wants, usually as a response to not getting her own way. Jane's parents generally give in, as they find it easier to comply with her wants than to deal with her behaviors. She has had numerous hospitalizations which have stabilized her behaviors, but only temporarily. Jane's episodes of verbal and physical aggression, recent public disrobing, decline in her self-care, and her hostility towards her father, friends, and helpers are increasing in frequency and intensity. Jane's worker, Sarah, who has recently been assigned as the case manager following the arrest and recent hospitalization, has visited the family home several times, but has only been able to meet with Jane and her mother. Sarah has tried to meet with Jane's father, but he has made it clear through his wife that he is not interested in his daughter's support, and only allows her to live in the home because her ODSP helps cover household bills. When Jane was admitted to the hospital following her arrest, she was found to have borderline diabetes, which could be managed by a strict diet and exercise routine. She responded well to medication coupled with behavioral therapy, but refused to participate in group treatment programs. On discharge, Jane was ordered Seroquel, 400 mg BID, and Audivand, 2 mg QID PRN, and was directed to follow up with her family doctor. Jane has two brothers who are 45 and 47. One lives in a neighboring town and the other resides out of province. Both brothers are in stable relationships. The younger brother has two young children who have never met their aunt. The brothers have regular contact with their parents, but only the older brother keeps regular contact with Jane. She talks about missing her family. Other members of their extended family live within commuting distance, but severed contact with the family a number of years ago. Jane has a good relationship with her female cousin, who lives about 20 minutes away. Jane's cousin has provided practical support in terms of helping Jane maintain her apartment. On one occasion, she took Jane to the hospital when it was clear she was struggling with her mental health. Jane has mentioned that she is upset about her dad not caring about her anymore. Her mother states that she loves Jane but finds it increasingly difficult to support her when her behavior escalates. Jane's mother is also concerned about her husband's increased agitation towards their daughter and is concerned for their safety. She has indicated that her husband drinks every day, and she is concerned about this becoming a problem as well as for his overall health. Despite these concerns, her mother still feels that Jane living in the family home is better than hospitalizing her. The other option is for a place in a supportive home, but Jane has been on the list for many years and cannot live totally independently.